Welcome back to Finnegan's Garage. Thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate it. Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Push the like button, tell your friends. This time, we are once again playing with the Renegade jet boat, which is our 1976 Rogers Bonneville TR. We're about to make some upgrades, trying to find more speed because I have a feeling at some point, Newbern is gonna have to line up with Jack Stand Jimmy. I don't know when, but I feel like that should happen. Hopefully it does.
I have seen lots of comments where people are like, y'all need to race.
Yeah, and I have no idea how fast his boat is, but because I missed the last video where they actually raced, but I know he won, you know, so it must run pretty decent. This is a legit 74-ish mile an hour boat. Can we go faster with just some bolt-ons, not on the engine? That's what I'm wondering. So, this is a box from Place Diverter and Controls, an American company straight out of Southern California, who's been backing jet boaters in their pursuit of more speed for decades. The owners are super cool. In fact, they both have Rogers Bonneville TRs, which is sweet. And what we're gonna try here today is a new adjustable nozzle from Place Diverter.
Ah, it's even white.
Yeah, oh yeah, they dialed it in. This looks just like the nozzle that's already on the boat, except for one important aspect. That is bored out for a nozzle insert, which are these color-coded thingies here. Every one of these is a different size. And what this does is it takes a giant opening here and necks it down to a predetermined size. And depending on which one of these you put in here, and depending on how much volume of water is going into that jet pump, this can increase your top speed, can help your hole shot, can do both. And it's been so long since I've tested any of this stuff on a, medium boat, not a stupid overpowered boat. I don't know which one does what. So we're gonna find that out today. We're gonna go out and make a hit with our existing nozzle, which is not bored for inserts. Should go about 73, 74 miles an hour like it always does. Then we're gonna bolt this on and see what happens to the top speed and acceleration of our Rogers.
Sweet.
So now we got to undo the Rooster 3000.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's going to have to come off.
We'll put it back on later.
Yeah, we will. We will, but not today.
Maybe add more.
All right. I did have an idea for adding more.
We got to do your 90-degree idea.
It involves some welding, but yeah, there's more to be had there. All right. I'm excited about this. Never done this test before. All right, first things first, take the steering off. And then we got to take the rooster booster out and then bolt the droop straight back to the bowl. Oh boy, this test is going to get a little more complicated.
Uh-oh.
So we have a droop snoot, which is longer and has a different angle than this, which is an HPH, I think is what they call it. It's a shorter mini droop. This works good on like tunnel boats, stuff that don't need a lot of lift. We'll knock the pins out when it's time to test and leave this on here, and then test just this. I don't want to mix up the results by switching this and that.
I think I'm going to order a really cool scoop for it.
Oh, it needs one.
It needs one. Like I was looking at it, I was like, man, that hot rod scoop's got to go.
It's not a bad scoop. It's just we've run it on so many things.
I know. It needs a legit scoop on it.
Yeah, and right now, like, scoops are, we're at an interesting point in history of scoops because for like the last 15 years, all the jet boat guys started adopting like dragster style scoops.
Yeah.
And those are kind of played out.
I want to look at some magazines, get some ideas.
Yeah, and the stuff like the Mike Cool looking scoop that's on Rubber Duck, that would be the kind of scoop you would have saw in the 80s, 90s. And then the fiberglass pro stock, dragster style scoops, that's what everybody ran in the early 2000s. Now it's kind of wide open. I feel like you could do whatever you want.
Yeah.
We could build one even if we needed to.
That'd be cool. So the water level is usually right here. It's way down there. And This is why we're not using the boat ramp. That's a massive drop off. Oh my God. At least there's no traffic. Yeah.
I'll just stay right here.
You're gonna have to go back a long way. The boat's
unhitch the front of it.
The boat's like 8 inches from the water still.
Unhook the front.
Okay.
Get in. I'll back you in, and I'll never touch the water. It'll be great.
Okay.
There we go. Last run of the year. For that thing to warm up when the water is like 40 degrees and the air is about 60 degrees. The tune was pretty rich in that motor, so it's probably gonna like this right here. Oh, here he goes. So I know he adjusted the diverters up stop to about 4.5 degrees, which should have shown us a small roost. That's the fastest this boat runs, is with that angle, but I didn't see it, so I don't think he ever got the diverter up. Let's see if he hits the button a little more this time or if there's a problem. You didn't have any roost.
Do what?
It didn't look like the diverter ever came up.
I pushed it up.
How long did you hold it on?
5 seconds.
How fast did it go?
72.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting, because I didn't see much of a roost and it looked like it was running wet. Okay. Well, we'll switch nozzles and put it at the exact same angle it's at now.
Okay.
I'll put the trailer back in. Back up before you hit the shore. I'm not pushing you out. Nice. I'll just crawl up there and winch it on.
This thing's cool, man. I was watching everything right there.
Dude, that's rad. And look, I got a pretty good hole shot too.
The steering is, I don't think I got the steering tightened up. There's play in it. So like it was like at first, but then I got it under control and it was fine. But
part of that could be like when the nozzle's coming up, you know?
So I got on the button to push it up as soon as I floored it.
Okay, all right. Yeah, he's got it. I don't need to, get out. I should be here behind the steering, ready to just yank the boat out at a moment's notice. A rogue wave could come and wash over the back of that boat at any moment and sink it. We can't have that. I need to be here, ready to move immediately. Not out there where the water's cold.
No problem.
All right, so now we got our baseline, 72 miles an hour. We should verify the pump angle again, and then make sure we match that when we put the new nozzle on.
Okay.
Did you bring the new nozzle?
I
Okay, we'll change it at the house. That's fine.
brought the inserts.
Oh, good. You brought the inserts that don't fit our old nozzle. The new nozzle, which the inserts do fit at home. All right, we're
Is
done.
it not in here for real?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you know it's not in here. It's never in here.
Dang it.
Hey, bro, if you're cold, just say so. You know, we'll get you a heater blanket.
I love that thing. It was great.
Oh, dude, just leveled up our YouTube video right here. Let's stop this video real quick. I need to ask you one more time. Can you hit the subscribe button for me? You probably forgot to do it. I know you want to. Right now, please. Thank you. On with the show. So we're taking this bracket off, our new nozzle. This is for a different type of steering system. It's a single, like Morse Teleflex style. It's just a cable that pushes and pulls in one direction. We have dual cable steering that pulls on each side here. So it's missing the arm for our steering. We'll just transfer our steering over. This is also a different type of nozzle adapter. This I believe is called the place diverter HPH or something like that. It's a shorter nozzle than what we're currently running. So if you look here, that's basically where the other one would be. Not only is it shorter, it has a different pin angle. And so if we were to make this change and this change, it would be two changes at once, and then we wouldn't know whether the new nozzle with inserts is what really helped or hurt the boat, because, you know, two changes. So to be scientific, we're just gonna put this section onto our droop snoot, put the inserts in one at a time, and go run the boat. All right, and then this needs to come out because this is also not for our stuff. Game Over runs a similar type stuff. It runs this adapter. It runs a place diverter nozzle with inserts. Our inserts are custom, whereas these, I don't know where any of them are. At some point we'll grab them, we'll show them to you guys. These are all off-the-shelf ones that anybody can go buy, which is sweet. And, but yeah, basically all the same stuff that I run on Game Over can be found and purchased by you guys. There we go.
So this one is 3.250, 3 3/16, 3-inch, 3 1/16.
So I don't know what the stock bore size of a place diverter is, but they machine it to then accept these inserts. And this is machined to a hair under 3.5 inches outside diameter, okay? So it'll slide into there, and then it chokes it down, and in this case, it's 3 1/4 inches, 3.250, 3 3/16, like you said, 3-inch, and 3 1/16. And then after that, you can machine them to whatever you want, you know, limitless. And so a boat like this, a V-bottom, typically doesn't overcharge the pump, doesn't feed it more water than it can process. And so it's been a long time since I've done this on a V-bottom, but I like big changes. So I'm gonna say put the smallest one we have in there, which will increase the pressure, and it should hole shot better. Will it top end better? I don't know. But let's just go that way right away. And if the boat doesn't like it for whatever reason, go the other way. We'll put the 3 1/4 one in, which is still smaller than an empty, unmachined play spreader nozzle.
So is there any way we can measure that guy right over there to see what a stock one basically is?
We could with a inside micrometer or snap gauge or something. We can't do it with calipers; they won't reach. But yeah, at some point we can measure that. Okay, these are tight, so we can start putting the steering back together.
Oops, sorry.
That was the pilot transport guy. He's bringing death metal back right now. And so he should be showing up any minute. Okay, let me get this off of here. Okay, that should now go in. No problem. Yeah, actually, you know what? Before we put it on, let's try to put the insert in. Okay, so right now there's a red one in there.
Oh, really?
I thought the red one was 3.25.
I got this. Go ahead.
Where's the 760? There we go. So the way the inserts stay in is it's just a screw in the side that catches a groove and it just pinches it in there. And yeah, this is 3 1/8, so this is 3.125. So you've got 3.250, 3 1/8. You've got 3 3/16, 3-inch. You got a lot of options here.
Sweet.
The biggest one we have for an inside diameter opening is 3 1/4 inches, which is huge. But we're gonna go the other direction and squeeze this thing all the way down to 3 inches. So that just slides right in there. And then right here, I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's a 1/4-20 bolt that you just snug in there and it pinches it in there. And you don't want to go too gnarly because it'll distort the thing because it's just pushing in on the side of the insert. But just enough so it can't blow out. Okay.
That's actually kind of crazy because like that one little set screw.
Yeah.
With the pressure, you would think it just. I don't know. I don't guess it can though.
It's a very smooth transition in there.
Yeah.
And so there's nothing kind of grabbing it. All right. So now let's put the steering back on. So this isn't the most scientific test you can do. We don't know exactly how long you were wide open, how far you went while you were wide open. Right. The draggy, because the boat doesn't have brakes and doesn't sit still, the draggy was running the whole time. So we don't have like your ET or anything. Right now, we're just seeing, can we get some more top end out of it? And seat of the pants, does the whole shot feel better?
I was at 72 mile an hour for probably 6 seconds. I was like go, and it just would not go over 72.
Tapped out. See, and it looked like it was just dragging the bow eye, like it was running really wet.
Really?
So there could be more there, but in the interest of being semi-scientific, we'll leave the nozzle angle exactly where it is and go run it again.
Okay.
And then after we get your final number, there's still some daylight or something out here, or good water. Let's just, adjust the bolt, give it some more nozzle angle, and uncork it.
All right. Yeah, I'm going with the wind because I was gonna go this direction, but I was going against the wind. I was like, I need all the help I can get, so I went down there.
All right, so later on we'll go with the wind, turn the scoop around backwards, give it some more up nozzle. It's the equivalent of throwing the toolbox at it.
So we've put this foam mount backwards because we're paranoid that it's gonna.
Yeah, it's gonna accelerate so hard the phone's gonna fly out.
So let me start this guy. All right, that's started.
I'd hate for the phone to fly backwards and get eaten by what's left of our 6-rib alternator belt. We're down to like 3.5 ribs on that piece. She's good. She'll make it the whole season, I think.
And look, it ain't even. It's only on one rib on the crank because it's mostly off the front of it.
Really see him for the dock here, but that's okay. It'll look like he's shot out of a cannon when he comes past the dock. My prediction? He's gonna go 74 to 75 miles an hour. Oh yeah, left out of water. Oh yeah. looks pretty good. Like, as soon as he matted it, it was on plane. Calling that success. Let's see how fast he went.
Dude,
Your hands are shaking. Better hole shot, right?
oh yeah, it was better and smoother. Is what's weird. It was maybe because of the steering. I had more of like control of the steering or something. But dude, hole shot went 75.
What?
I mean, and it got there quicker too.
Oh, dude, yeah. Like, it looked better
Oh, yeah.
going by.
Yeah,
You picked up 3 miles an hour and the hole shot was better.
yeah. Wow. So there's really, let's give me a couple twists on that bolt. Let's get some more angle out of it, and let's go again.
Hell yeah.
One more time.
Let's go for 77.
Okay.
All right.
Give me the wrench, and I'll jump in the water.
Jump in the water and do it?
Yeah.
I love this. Okay. I would go 2 turns because it's not a big change. Remember, 1 full turn is 1 thread. 1 thread on a 5/16 coarse thread bolt. Carry the 2. Yeah, go 2 turns because it's not a huge change. You guys can't see this, but what Newburn's doing right now is loosening the jam nut on the up stop for our nozzle angle. And then he's gonna thread the bolt in 2 full turns, which will allow the nozzle to come up further. And the boat should go faster. It's not a big change, but the boat looks wet when it's driving, so this should help it go faster. Do it.
I'm ready.
Such a cool looking boat. They're getting expensive now, but a few years ago, these things were cheap. In fact, the other day I just saw one, a project boat, $7,500 for a Rogers Bonneville TR, less motor, had everything else, even a fresh paint job. Like, it's pretty. The deals are still out there, man. I'm telling you. If you're online, SoCal Jet Boats, I got a good Facebook group, riverdavesplace.com. There's a bunch of other Facebook groups where jet boaters hang out at. The bulk of these things are on the West Coast, Arizona and Texas. See that? As soon as the boat fires up, it starts moving. Definitely happier with a smaller nozzle. Sounds killer. It really does. Ellis and a jet boat, man. It's a good combo. Doesn't weigh much, runs good. That boat is just begging for just a little tiny shot of nitrous. You know, 400 or 500. That's all. This thing will be an animal. Flag. Look at all the freedom we got here. Yes! What a damn good day. Look at, he's just out there hot dogging now, having the time of his life. So?
75.
75, all right. It wasn't a big change. It still looks wet.
Really?
Yeah, you could still crank that thing up. It looks fun. Like, as soon as you fire it up, the boat just starts moving.
Really?
Yeah, like it dude, the nozzle change, it liked it.
It's really fun.
I can tell. Awesome. All right. What do you want to do?
It's up to you. You make the call.
Let's put the nozzle up a little more and go one more time and call it a day.
Okay.
All right. Newbern just blindly turned the upstop in, I don't know, 5-6 turns. We're not really sweating it because he's already driven this boat with like 40 degrees of up nozzle without crashing it. So this should be no big deal. Might go faster though. We'll see. He just turned it in 2 turns on that last pass and went 75 miles an hour. And then we just gave it 2 turns on the nozzle, 75 again.
Yeah. So now I'm somewhere between 4 and 6 turns on that bolt now. So it's got to be a change, at least a degree or 2. It's got to be, right?
We'll see. Yeah, 2 more miles an hour.
77.
Nice work. Dude, we were close to 80.
Yeah.
Real close. Look at that. A twist of a screw was worth 2 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. They liked it.
It's all about just decreasing the wetted surface, dude. Getting as much of the boat out of the water as you can while not bending the water too much. Thanks for watching Finnegan's Garage. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope it was kind of educational. It was for me, I'm telling you. Every time we go out here, I learn something new. And we'll be back real soon with more car stuff because it's getting cold here in Georgia. I don't know how much more jet boating we're going to do. See ya.